out. I have been playing Browndust2 since release, and I have been enjoying it a lot until recently. I played this game because I liked the medieval fantasy aesthetic, the multiverse gimmick that opened a lot of possibilities to different themes, and also the carefree art style of origami, avoiding the current trend of political correctness. You know, I don't mind or even enjoy some mild fan service, cleavage, panty shots, bunny outfits, swimsuits, but I feel like this game is going too far since the last 1.5 Annie, with the Ahegal faces, and now they are hinting at pussy and nips more and more, to the point when I look at some of it, these last skill cutscenes, it's almost pornography. I blame Glue Talk for this. Since the last story writer departed from the game and the devs gave up to the self-insert and date sim content, things we're seeing more and more focus into the very extreme fan service and less focus on budget to the story and gameplay aspects. First, they cut the animated events to bring VN style, which is just cheap. I really like seeing the animations on the field, and it was really immersive, but I let it pass because I still enjoyed the game. Then they stopped making unique standing illustrations to the story dialogue and recycled the character menu idle illustrations. I also noticed how the last story packs have similar dungeons and towns to explore. Now it's blatantly obvious they're using AI for everything in the last story pack. Writing is just bad. I don't think the dev team cares much about anything but pushing more skilled cutscenes into pornography territory, and I think it's just sad that the game ended like this. It's fine, I guess. Maybe I'm just a boomer that's used to old, mild Japanese fan service that came with great story and gameplay. But right now, this game is just, I guess I don't enjoy it anymore. What do we think, chat? Apparently, this guy quit shortly afterwards. But it's like 300 comments. Oh. To be fair, and you know what? You know what's crazy? I'm in all the other Discords, and there's never these conversations about the fan service in this game. It's only in the English server. It's strictly in the English server. So he said, first they cut the animated events and brought the visual novel style. I don't know if you guys remember, but we voted on this, and most people said that they were fine with the visual novel style. That's tough. Tourist. Lewd games not for everybody? It definitely isn't for everybody, but I don't know how you just now... I'm not gonna lie, bro. Browndust2 to me has been way lewd since last year, man. Hey, listen to all that. Last story pack is not bad. It's just weird for being called strongest. We defeated so easy. Filtered. More normie. YouTube has been spamming me with ads. Oh, my bad. I'll try and reduce the ads. Bro needs the clown emotes. Oh, man. I don't agree with, like, I don't know who this story writer that all of a sudden left, but I still think the story overall has been solid. I don't see how Glue Talk ruined the game at all, though. I just... I don't know, man. Everything has just been going up for the devs. I've reviewed and talked about this shit for, like, over a year now, man. The direction they were going, they were out of here, bro. The fact that they've made such a great turnaround is honestly a miracle for them. The story is okay. It's just their style. I don't mind. Well, and that's the thing. I don't like to shit on like gacha game stories too much, because for me personally, I don't like. I have the lowest bar set for gacha game stories, and to be fair, the BD2 story has done a great job at providing a good story. I don't know, man. Feels like my war game has a little too much violence. Yeah, I mean, it's good that he quit. I've been told that he quit, but bro, the game's been wild since like last year, so It is what it is, man. Them boys now able to sell merch, bro. Advertising, they've been going crazy with merch. I've been seeing more cosplay, dude. I've been seeing more shit for this game than I ever did. Why are these write-ups so cookie cutter? This happened when Snowbreak changed direction. Many people complained. Something like this. Yeah, it happens a lot. Surprisingly. And it's mostly on the Ian side. I don't know, man. Ian always gets sensitive when it comes to the fan service stuff. And I get that it's not for everybody, but I just... At some point, you got to jump ship way earlier than this. So... Replace BD2 with Snowbreak and you get the typical Snowbreak Discord post. Yeah, man. I just remember them... I remember doing a video where they had a whole, like, presentation in Taiwan and they talked about how the game, unfortunately, didn't mesh well with a lot of mobile game players because it was a JRPG. So they had to make a bunch of changes. They had to make a lot of quality of life changes. They had to get rid of a lot of the JRPG aspects to make it more attractive to people. And again, the change that they've done, bro, the turnaround for them is peak right now. If you think the game is too lewd, just uninstall, bro. It's just not matching your taste, like black coffee or cappuccino. Oh, man. This reminds me of the other guy, too. There was another guy last year that had, like, this big post on, like, I think it was for, like, cutscenes and male characters. It just... You get these every now and again. I'm glad BD2 changed and survived so we can enjoy this peak. At some point, you gotta leave. No announcement. Yeah. I wish I could read you guys the comments, but they want me to, like, verify the age, but it is toxic in that chat. People are going back and forth. In JP official Discord, you only see otakus discussing about the game, sharing opinions, even with just the skin. They're all too excited talking about it. Yeah, I venture on Arc Alive too for the Korean Browndust2 channel, and I never see these topics brought up. I don't know, man. Did they change direction, though, even before that? BD2 was super lewd. I mean, BD2 in general had some lewd cutscenes in the beginning. Like, they had the Summer Angelica, Summer Shara, and then the game was trash for, like, the first 6 months, and then Bunny Eclipse came out, and Bunny Eclipse kind of revived the game a little bit. And then we got the fucking summer skins with Nebris getting... what was it, like suntan lotion sprayed all over her? Like, bro should have left then, because that was pretty fucking lewd. It's called Freedom of Art for BD2 and I like it. Less censorship. Listen, man. If it's working, it's working. Just stay the course. The Junhee Lee guy in the second Annie live stream literally said in all his years of gaming, he's never seen a gacha game literally go from their initial audience on launch and then reaching that peak again. And that's what they're about to do with BD2. Where's that fucking picture at? Here it is. They literally had 740k people on launch, and they're actually about to reach that peak again with Annie. The entire time, the time this guy is talking about where he enjoyed the game was all throughout here. June 2023, all the way up to November. Eclipse came. This is where this guy should have quit, because this is where shit got wild. Last year in 2024. But look at this shit, man. All the things he enjoyed, it just wasn't clicking. 177k active users monthly. Yikes, man. It changed for the better, chat. Gotta give a gacha game props from switching up and changing things. They made a bunch of improvements. And hopefully they tell us the number that they got with users, but I think they're gonna reach their goal of matching their user base on launch. That's crazy. That's crazy to see, man. The suntan lotion, I like to imagine something else. Yeah, exactly. They got Mafia Sun on board to promote it now. If JP Bros are locked in, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I hear people say this, I just think about all the people that are now involved in Browndust2. Mafia Sun's in it. I see all the advertisements. They're releasing a shit ton of merch. Oh man, bro, they literally. I follow the JP Twitter. They're going to Comic-Con, right? And they had to edit their terms of service so they could allow people to write doujinshi for the fucking game. I'm telling y'all, the devs are all for it in this direction. That's the funny part. The devs are fucking all in with this shit, man. Oh my god. It's so funny. BD2 was saved, truly. When Adventurer Diana is out with her ass in the glass, it's already going into the fan service direction. I agree, Noxus. Like, that shit was wild. But he didn't quit then. I don't know. Oh, that shit was crazy with Diana. Sword of Sword of Convaleria? Bro. And you know what's so crazy? Remember when I was talking about earlier about JRPGs not clicking? With like mobile users? Let me see if I can find Sword of Convaleria, because I haven't heard shit about that game in such a long time. We're just gonna use the gacha revenue because I'm just curious. Because I just want to see what they estimated at. This is Sword of Convaleria. Classic JRPG experience. Look at that. Great art. Yeah, this is right up his alley. Plenty of dudes. They made 975K this month. 800K. Oh, look at that. 1.4 mil. They peaked at 2 million over here in March. This might be his game, man. This might be more his speed. You know, ignore the numbers. Just, you know. This might be it. This is the Browndust2 he needs. This might be it for him, man. Can you tell what's the cause for that sudden drop in active users during that time? At the Zenith banner, I assume? Oh. Honestly, bro, this whole entire 6 months, if you can imagine, like, dude, the quality of life for this game was just completely different. Like, we didn't have the +1 benefits that you have for different characters. Physical was way more powerful than magic. There wasn't a friends list. Farming quality of life was terrible. The lewdest cutscene was like fucking Angelica, I think, back then. It was just the game itself. Oh, I wish I had like old videos of me playing it, but it was very, 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 very poor. It is nothing like it is now. So honestly, this whole entire 6 months was just, the reason it was dropping was because the game just wasn't that good. Honestly, what kept me like somewhat playing was because of certain cutscenes, and what made me try the game was because of the skill cutscenes. You had to like steal for gold. Yes, bro. Oh my god. I'm telling y'all, like, even the auto farming for the hunting shit, that wasn't there before. Like, it was a completely different game, man. Show what Tower Pride used to look like. It's on Discord. Let me see. Oh my god. Yo. Holy throwback. This was Tower of Pride back in the day. Oh my god. Yo, Nini. Oh, I forgot about this. Yo, Tower of Pride used to be so hard, chat, because there were only like a handful of characters, and before Tower of Pride used to have different element buffs. Dude, oh my god. I think one of the reasons I quit was because of Tower of Pride, bro. Like, I just did not have the characters to beat this mode at all. Holy fuck. And this was also back when, like, Magic teams did not matter. Magic teams were trash. Insane, dude. The game was in a really bad, bro. It was like I'm telling you, the only thing that attracted a lot of people to this game was because of the skill cutscenes, bro. Like, I get there are a lot of people that like that JRPG fantasy, but there wasn't much going on for it. They had to pivot. It was not working out for them at all. Yeah, this shit was different back in the day, man. Tower of Pain. And you had to have a physical team. If you want to get through any content, you had to have a physical team. Good shit, Nini. That's a throwback for sure. Browndust2 skill cutscenes is what made me come back. Beatrice shocked me when I first played the game. Yeah, Beatrice and Shara is what made me play the game. Yeah, I mean, all in all, again, we get these posts a lot in a lot of EN discords. I never see this shit in any other discords. When it comes to these gacha games, it's only EN, and we always... At least he left. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why you gotta do this whole, like, just fluff piece here talking about why the game has failed when it like, you can't talk all this shit when literally the game is doing better than it ever has. That's my only thing with that. Like, he's saying that the story's trash, this is trash, Gluppy Diner ruined the game, but it went from here to here to here, and it keeps going up and up and up. And for the devs, if they're sitting there looking at these numbers and they're looking at the revenue, why would they listen to anything that guy has to say? Like, it doesn't make any sense, and I don't think they understand that. That's my only gripe with these posts. Like, just leave the game. You don't gotta say why you think it's trash. Literally, the numbers say otherwise. Jesus. Oh, man. Anyway. Nice little Doom post. Magic teams bad, hard to imagine nowadays, bro. Magic teams were terrible. My best Magic user at the time was Dalvy, bro. Magic teams were not existent. Booba money speaks. It truly does. Another main character disease. Bro had serious main character disease. Hey, but he can play Sword of Convaleria. Surely.